Bayard Rustin, born on March 17, 1912, in Westchester, Pennsylvania, was a remarkable figure in American history, a pacifist, civil rights leader, and tireless advocate for social justice. Raised by his grandparents, Rustin's early life was shaped by the stark realities of racial segregation. He attended a segregated elementary school but later thrived in an integrated high school, where he distinguished himself as a scholar and an athlete. In 1937, Rustin's journey took him to New York City, where he encountered the vibrant left-wing politics of the Depression era. Initially drawn to the Young Communist League, he broke ties with the Communist Party in 1941, embarking on a path that would define his life's work. That same year, Rustin joined the Fellowship of Reconciliation, a Christian pacifist organization. This marked the beginning of his dedicated involvement in the peace movement, a commitment that would span decades. As one of the few prominent African Americans in the U.S. peace movement, Rustin crisscrossed the country, preaching a message of nonviolence. His unwavering stance as a war resistor led to a 27-month imprisonment during World War II, a testament to his principles. Rustin's activism extended beyond American shores. Deeply influenced by Mahatma Gandhi, he studied the renowned pacifist's use of nonviolence in India and devoted himself to spreading a similar message among African Americans. This philosophy would become a cornerstone of his work in the civil rights movement. The 1940s saw Rustin collaborating closely with Philip Randolph, a black socialist labor leader, in efforts to desegregate the military. In 1942, he co-founded the Congress of Racial Equality, using nonviolent tactics to challenge segregation in Northern establishments. His commitment to this cause led him to organize the Journey of Reconciliation in 1947, an interracial protest against segregated buses in the South, an action that resulted in his arrest and imprisonment. Rustin's influence on the civil rights movement reached new heights in 1956 when he traveled to Alabama to assist with the Montgomery bus boycott. There, he formed a powerful bond with Martin Luther King Jr., becoming a mentor in Gandhian nonviolence and a key strategist in the movement. Rustin's vision led to the creation of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, and throughout the 1950s, he worked closely with King, shaping the direction of the civil rights struggle. Rustin's organizing prowess culminated in 1963 with the March on Washington. As the chief architect of this historic event, Rustin orchestrated the most significant protest demonstration Washington had ever seen. On August 28, an estimated 250,000 people gathered at the Lincoln Memorial, setting a precedent for future mass demonstrations and catapulting Rustin into the national spotlight. As the 1960s progressed, Rustin's strategy evolved. In his influential 1965 article From Protest to Politics, he advocated for the civil rights movement to engage more directly with party politics. He envisioned a progressive coalition within the Democratic Party, comprising labor, white religious activists, and liberals. However, this stance put him at odds with more radical elements of the movement, particularly as the concept of Black Power gained traction and the Vietnam War intensified. Throughout his life, Rustin faced not only the challenges of racial discrimination but also the pervasive homophobia of American society. His sexuality was a source of controversy in both the peace and civil rights movements. Despite numerous arrests and a public scandal in 1953, Rustin persevered, though his role was often constrained to behind-the-scenes work to avoid potential controversy. Rustin continued his work as an activist and organizer in his later years. In 1965, he became the director of the Philip Randolph Institute, is an organization dedicated to strengthening ties between civil rights groups and organized labor. He remained in this role until his death on August 24, 1987, leaving a legacy of courage, strategic brilliance, and unwavering commitment to nonviolence and equality. Bayard Rustin's life story is one of resilience in the face of multiple forms of oppression. His contributions to the civil rights movement, the peace movement, and the fight for LGBTQ+ rights make him a pivotal figure in 20th-century American history. Though often forced to work in the shadows due to societal prejudices, Rustin's influence on the strategies and philosophies of social justice movements continues to resonate today. Thank you for listening. For more LGBTQ+ history, please subscribe to this channel.